So, you probably clicked on this video because you want a bearded dragon, aka a furless hamster. Let's go into what it means to have a bearded dragon. So I get a lot, should I get my bearded dragon from a breeder or a pet store? And typically I say you should get your bearded dragon from a breeder, because overall they're just healthier, and big corporation pet stores typically don't care about individual pets as much as I would prefer them to. So I would say a breeder if you care about the quality of your bearded dragon. At the end of the day, it all comes down to who you want to put your trust into. Especially for your first bearded dragon, you should try to get one from a breeder because you don't want them to have any extra complicated health issues from the pet store, like being underfed or having a disease that came from being mistreated. Bearded dragons are medium to low maintenance creatures that do require heating lamps and an enclosure setup that can get to pretty pricey sometimes, but overall their care is not super high. They require, when they're young, live crickets and mealworms. As they get older, they still require those every once in a while, but typically you can go for some bearded dragon mix. This is a good one. Rio loves this stuff. And some lettuce and other vegetables that you may have around the house. So really, they don't need too much special stuff to eat as they get older and mature. But when they're younger, they need more protein and also some Repticalcium. This is just some stuff to sprinkle on the bugs or the lettuce or whatever they're currently munching on to give them some, supplements. Yeah. Just refilled his water because we try to freshen up his water every 2 days, 3 days-ish. Just whatever you guys drink around the house. I thought it would be fun to show you guys what feeding one of these furless hamsters can look like. Over here we got some blueberries that I like to take the skin off of so it's easier for him to eat, and some spring mix. Yeah. I have these special feeding tongs, and unfortunately it's hard for me to film, him eating, to do all the stuff while holding the camera, so I'm gonna try my best. And if we're feeding him crickets, we have this for the crickets because they like to hop. They are big hoppers, and it's better to just keep them in here and give them straight to him so they don't run everywhere. But he does like to hunt them. He's got some big hunter's instincts in him. Like he'll hunt blueberries and lettuce. Come on, bud. Alright, I'm gonna try to give him some salad because it's good for him. Come on, buddy. Will he eat it? He's not much of a picky eater. He kind of eats everything put in front of him. Maybe if I add some Repticalcium, he'll be interested. Stuff's pretty strong, so I only add a little. Yes, he loves the Repticalcium. I'm gonna try to add a blueberry to get all the stuff, mop it all up. Come on. Okay. It's like a powdered donut, bearded dragon style. Good boy. Feeders. This might be too much food for him. I might just put this back. And see, he's pretty good. You can go away for the day and you don't need to feed him that day. Like, he's used to not eating for a day at a time around that, but if you go away for multiple days, you should definitely have someone come into your house and feed him. Preferably because it's just better to have him be fed, or her if you have a girl bearded dragon. Yeah. Also have this, which is more just like light in general. It's not as heating. It's more like a hood and like UVB. I'm looking at the box. I actually don't know what it does. Not very handy. Yeah, UVB and daylight lamps. That's what this is. Probably from the local pet store. But for these, this is the box. If you wanna, it's for it shows an iguana on the back and a bearded dragon on the front. So I believe it's for iguanas and bearded dragons. I believe you can set it to different heat settings for which animal you have. Again, I'm not very handy. And this is the box for this big rectangle thingy that we have. Again, I'm not very handy. For more stuff with the lighting, I'd recommend you Google that. Enclosure, it's good to have some climbs. A spot, this is like a basking spot because if you put your hand in, you can actually feel the heat. For if he wants more hot, he can go up to these little things and stay on here and these. Again, and if he wants to be in the cool, we put the water over here so it doesn't get fried by the light. Doesn't get too warm because I'm sure he likes his water cold. I mean, like most people. We have this plant that got knocked over by him hunting. A little plant. These little cord wires. Another one of these little wood things. It's so nice to have real wood in your enclosure. It just makes it more natural. And we have a hammock for him if he wants to stay out of the heat. And a little rope a little like plant rope that hangs down there is actually on the outside. Just makes it look nice. Suction cups attached to this door, so it does not open or close. But for this door, it does open and close, and we have a little key here. It closes very nicely. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and people have a lot of opinions on whether you should use sand or whether you should use like a grippy bottom or whether you should just use plain paper towels or whatever. We use this. We were suggested to it by a local pet store, I believe. I think it works pretty well for Rio. He likes it. We did have a grippy bottom for a while. It just didn't look as nice. It wasn't amazing. It just felt so plastic and like fake. And like we try to keep his enclosure nice and real and ignore the fake plants, as I say, nice and real. But he likes it a lot, I feel like. He has like blueberry stain on his mouth. So a cute boy. So I'm gonna handle him now so you can just see what the experience like of holding a bearded dragon is. Because I'm holding a device, I will sit down when I handle him because I have to handle him with one hand and it's just better to sit down. Bathe him regularly, every week or so. It's nice to keep him clean and healthy. Yeah, it's just nice to keep him clean and healthy and feeling good and looking good. Getting those blueberry stains off of his mouth. I'm handling him on my bed because I would rather have him in both hands and him feel safe than handle him with one hand and have a better angle. So, yeah, and sorry, no face reveal yet. But, I have him right here. He seems pretty chill and safe. He's not puffing up, which would be a sign of discomfort. His beard right here has not darkened, which means he's comfortable in my hands. If he were shedding, he would be pretty uncomfortable. When they shed, they do not like to be handled. They shed every so often, maybe like once a month-ish. And when they do, they become very cranky and like to be left alone. And you should definitely honor that because they will jump off of you. Like, I've experienced me handling him in the bathroom and he has jumped to the floor from my hands and wanted to do literally, he wanted like nothing to do with me. He was so freaked out because they become very sensitive when they shed. And yeah, as you've noticed, bearded dragons are pretty big. He's like a foot long, but mostly tail. He's very chill. His temperament is very good. Here, let's put him down. He loves staring at the camera, staring into the soul of the camera. Overall, very good, chill boy. Yeah, he is not puffed up, which is good. Means that he's showing signs of comfort. And one of my favorite things about them is, yes, their nails are pretty scratchy. I get that a lot. But you get used to it.